Okay, hi everyone. So we have this question that was emailed to us. Why do you think Bangkok is an attractive investment destination? And this is in comparison to the rest of Southeast Asia. Okay, we will never say that Bangkok is the best city to invest in Southeast Asia, and most of the time we ask buyers whether they find it comfortable to invest in Bangkok, which means that they have to be familiar with the city. They must enjoy coming to Bangkok before they invest in Bangkok. So you can't actually invest if you're not okay with the city. And property investment is something like that. It's unlike shares whereby you can be detached emotionally as much as you would like to be detached emotionally, but sometimes when you invest in property, if you see a nice walk-in wardrobe, right, then you tend to buy it if you're into, if you have a lot of clothes to store, or maybe if some of my clients, right, they see double volume ceiling, then after that, high ceiling, and then they say, oh, this is the best property. So there are a lot of emotional aspects to property, not like investing in equities or maybe just putting your money into bonds. But here are some of the reasons which we think that should come into your consideration if you're looking to invest in Bangkok, and what makes Bangkok an attractive investment destination. So for number one, right, you hold a clean title. The title is in your personal name. The other countries in Southeast Asia whereby you can hold a clean title, where the title to the property is in your name, right? Countries like Singapore, Malaysia, and Philippines. In comparison, if you were to buy a property in perhaps Vietnam, you have to incorporate a entity. So you have to incorporate a company, and the company will hold shares in. You hold shares in the company, and that company holds the property. It is similar in Indonesia, and perhaps maybe places like Myanmar, I guess Laos. But in places like Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, and Thailand, you actually own the property in your name. So on the title deed, it shows your personal name and your passport number. Of course, if you change your passport, right, then the passport number will have changed. That's why we always tell clients, please keep your old passport, so that in the event that you sell your property, we can verify that the property belongs to you. Okay. Secondly, right, the property taxes in Thailand do not discriminate against foreigners. In comparison, places like Singapore, foreigners pay an additional buyer stamp duty of 60%, which means that if you were to buy a $1 million US dollar property in Singapore, you as the property buyer, as a foreigner, have to pay 600,000 in stamp duties, which are on top of what a local and what you would normally pay. So that means on top of the normal stamp duties that you have to pay, you will have to pay additional stamp duties as a foreigner. But in Thailand, right, that's not the case. In Thailand, when a foreigner buys property, he or she pays the same amount of taxes as if he were a local. And next, right, Bangkok is an open economy. Okay, it's likely that this trend will continue. If you can, if you would know, right, there are a lot of visa-free travel. Thailand has opened up visa-free travel to the Chinese, the Russians, and I think for Myanmar also, right, they can fly in. It's a 14-day visa-free travel. So Thailand is an extremely open place. It's always open and inviting to foreigners. It's an open economy. You can see many different brands and international offices setting up their headquarters here. So if you go around and you see places like Starbucks, you see places like Shake Shack, these are international brands like Louis Vuitton. They will definitely come to places whereby there's a market to take advantage of, and this is what Bangkok is all about, or Thailand is all about. Next, right, yes, excellent infrastructure. So Bangkok, right, has excellent infrastructure. It has a quite extensive rail network, and I think after Singapore, I think in Southeast Asia, Bangkok is perhaps the most developed, the city with the most developed rail network after Singapore. If you go around Bangkok, you can easily travel by rail. It helps because there's horrendous traffic jam here. Okay, and Thailand is an excellent retirement destination. So the next point is, as a retirement destination, right, there's a huge number of visas which you can apply for. Some of our clients, right, they apply for the Thailand Elite visa. So you pay a certain amount, you can live freely in Thailand with this Thailand Elite Visa. There are also many retirement visas which I will not go into, but you can see that the Thai government is attracting foreigners to come and live and retire in Thailand. Okay, so next, right, Thailand is not only a place for retirement, but also an excellent place for digital nomads to relocate. There are a huge array of visas for digital nomads, which means that you can relocate here. If you're a digital nomad, so that means your company maybe is in Malaysia and then you are a digital nomad, you would like to relocate to Thailand, you can actually apply to the Thai government and you can actually come here and live and be a digital nomad. Okay, and that one we will cover in a separate video. Okay, and then next, right, Bangkok or Thailand in general is a popular tourist destination. One important thing is that this place is always on showcase. If the city is well traveled, then the tourists who come into Bangkok, right, they will always be aware of this place, not only as a tourist destination, but when they want to retire, it's a place whereby they are comfortable with. If they want to set up an office, right, it is always on their consideration, on their horizon that maybe Bangkok is a viable option. So having a well-traveled city is actually a good place to invest because the city is always on showcase. Okay, so that's all. And for this question, hope I answered the question as accurately as I could. And that's all. And see you guys at the next video.